Okay, this training covers on buying a domain name and how to pick the right domain name, and a couple things that have to happen afterwards. So the first thing you want to do is sign in. You'll have login information, of course. When you sign in, as a protectionary measure, there's a text that will go out to my cell phone, and it'll have a code. So just let me know you're doing it, and I'll get you the code, or I'll see the code come in by text and note it forward to you as well. So one way or another, you'll get the code pretty quick. But if you need it and I haven't got back to you, feel free to text me or call me just to remind me. I might be in the middle of a presentation and I can send it over real quick. So in this case, I just got a code on this particular situation, 541840. So once you get the code, you enter it in. And as I mentioned in the document, the training document, you want to try to get the name of the hotel first. I'm going to use the Crown Motel in Denver City. Again, not a client yet, but I'm not going to purchase the domain name at the final go, so I'm going to go ahead and do Crown Motel. Now the chance of that being available is very, very low. Anytime you have a common name for a motel, it's going to be low. Yeah, in this case, somebody wants $29,000 for that name. So we're not going to go with that. So we know they're in Denver City. So Crown Motel, Denver City. I always prefer using the city before anything else because it gives good search engine optimization for Google, because you have the name of the motel, you have the city they're in, and that helps with the search engine optimization on Google. So let's check that out, see if that's available. And of course it is, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to the cart. And then once you're done buying a domain name or multiple domain names, depending on what you're doing, you want to go ahead and click on the cart at the top right up here. And then GoDaddy always makes it a 5-year purchase price. Never buy 5 years. Always make sure you check this. This is very important. Drop it down to 1 year. It'll recalculate. I usually select a charity here on the right to pick from. If I don't pick one, it goes to Hope for Haiti. But you can obviously pick different ones. It comes up to $9. Proceed to checkout. Once I press that button, I've now purchased that domain name. So I'm not going to do that because I haven't got this deal moving yet the way I want. So I'm going to wait on that. But that's kind of how the process works. Once you go ahead and buy a domain name, the next step is to go into our system, which is admin. Click on any client that's got the double green, which is, let's say, Gulf American Inns. Go over to the URLs, and copy this information here. Control C. So now I just purchased a couple names. I'll just show you one of them here. So I'm going to go into Tech in Lubbock, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to GoDaddy. I'm going to go up here to the top right of GoDaddy. I'm going to drop that down and say My Products. Once I do that, you'll see domains. You never should have to go down in here. This is a lot more technical stuff. I do some of this, but we have other guys that do it as well, but I don't go here much as well. You'll never need to go anywhere besides right here, domains. Go to the bottom. Once it comes up, it'll auto-populate with alphabetical listings. And this is a very simple process, but you have to do this. If you don't do this, the website will not be live. So if you're having a problem with the website not turning live, you haven't updated the IP address to the current IP address. We had GoDaddy goes ahead, and what they do is they put an IP address in there automatically, but until we put our IP address in there from our system, the website will not go live. So you scroll down a little bit here, and you'll see Manage DNS right here, Manage DNS. So you click on Manage DNS, and you can see here's a IP address right here. Click Edit. I just go ahead and double click it until it goes solid blue. Control V. Ours always ends in 124 unless we're doing a custom website, but normally you won't be involved in that. I'll be doing that myself. So click Save. It takes about an hour for that to populate. So that's pretty much the process. You buy the domain name. GoDaddy sends us an email. You know that the domain name's been acquired and set up in GoDaddy. Once you get that email and it says, right here, I'll show you what it says. Congrats, your domains are ready. Once you see this email right here, then you know it's okay to go in there and change the IP address to the admin IP address. Until you get that email, it's not ready. It takes, like I said, about an hour for that process to, half an hour to an hour to get that process done. Then once you get to that point and you paste the IP address into GoDaddy, this takes another half an hour to an hour for it to go live. And you'll know because you'll click on the website and it'll populate automatically once it's been built. Now, you're doing the first set of that, but it also will allow you to go in there and kind of do that with, so when I were to go to here, if I were to click sample on this Gulf American Inn, let me just go back to one we have already. Let me go to all websites or all clients, click on TechIn, click on sample. Now it's going to populate with some basics here, but you see there's nothing right here. On the left-hand side, there's nothing right here. Watch when I go to one of our regular customers here. Someone who's already been around for a while. Click on that, click on sample. You notice the domain names right here. You can click on this and go right to the website. So if that's not there yet, that just means that GoDaddy has not finalized the process of adding the IP address to that particular domain name. Once you're done, of course, log out of GoDaddy up here. If you don't remember to log out, don't worry, it'll automatically log you out after a certain amount of time or when you close your browser. So that's pretty much what you got to do. I'm going to go back in here when we're done and update the rest of the domains that I have. But that kind of completes the training on how to buy a domain name. Again, what you want to do is this. Try to buy the name of the motel directly. If not, add the city. If not, you can go ahead and buy the domain name plus the state. So in this case, it would be crownmoteltx.com. crownmotelarizona.az.com, or you can go in there and you can say Crown Motel Denver City TX.com. So there's a bunch of options you can choose from there, but try to get the name itself. If not, then go for the name plus the city first, and then you can make some alternate choices. And you'll see that on the Microsoft document that kind of explains it to you. It says first choice, second choice exactly. So that kind of concludes this training. Thank you.